All right, let's just jump right into this. We live in a world where we can save literally everything, right? Every photo, every text message, every fleeting thought we have. But in this absolute ocean of digital data, have you ever just stopped and asked yourself, what are we actually holding on to? And maybe more importantly, what are we letting just disappear forever?
And that right there, that's the big, haunting question we're tackling today. With all these terabytes of storage we have, we can remember more than any other generation in history, no question. But doesn't it feel like the most important stuff, the sound of a laugh, the way a story was told, is just getting lost in all the noise? You know, this quote just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures the strange paradox we've created for ourselves. We've built these incredible systems that are geniuses at storing data points, but they're completely clueless when it comes to preserving the feeling, the real soul of our memories.
So, that brings us to this idea of a universe of forgetting. It's a strange name for our modern world, but it's kind of perfect. It's a place where, ironically, the more we save, the more of our most meaningful stories seem to be slipping away. I mean, really think about that for a second. We can store 1 million photos, no problem. But can we store the feeling you get from a grandparent's hug? We can save a text message, sure, but can we save the tone of voice, the little pause your dad takes before the punchline of his favorite story? It seems like technology gave us this gift of forever, but it kind of stripped out all the humanity. So, what do we do about it? Is there an answer? Well, this is where the central figure of our story comes in, and he is not your typical tech entrepreneur. He's someone who looked at this whole universe of forgetting and decided, you know what, I'm gonna be its guardian.
Meet John Withers. And that title, let me tell you, that is not just some fancy marketing slogan. It's his life's mission. He's not some guy in Silicon Valley trying to build the next billion-dollar app. He's really positioned himself as a protector of our shared human experience, a philosopher who's all in on saving the most fundamental thing about us, our stories.
And this is how he sees himself. I think it's the perfect way to put it. He's not picking a side here. He's actually trying to build a bridge between these two worlds, to somehow bring together the cold, hard logic of code with the warmth of the human heart. But this mission, this whole thing, it didn't come out of a business plan. It wasn't about finding a gap in the market. It came from something so much deeper. It was born out of love and the fear of loss. See, his journey didn't start in some garage with a bunch of coders. It actually started with music. As a musician, he learned how emotion could be captured in patterns, in rhythm, in tone. And that became so important later when he started recording his parents. When he was capturing his father's voice, his stories, his sense of humor, he had this huge aha moment. He realized he wasn't just recording audio. He was bottling up time itself, and right then and there, a promise was made that would define the rest of his life. And this is so crucial to understand. The whole foundation of his company, which he named 4everstory, and how perfect is that name? It isn't about making a profit. It's a direct response to a fear that every single one of us has, the fear of being forgotten and the fear of forgetting the people we love most. Now, if you're going to take on a mission that personal and that big, you can't just wing it. You need a plan. So he developed this really unique approach, a 3-part blueprint he calls his strategic identity, to give his purpose real structure. So this blueprint is built on 3 roles that he plays, and they all have to work together. It's not just about what he does, it's about who he has to be to get this done. He has to be the philosopher who gets the why, the visionary who builds the how, and the guide who can walk people through it all. And here's where you can see how it all clicks together. The philosopher part of him believes that stories are literally in our DNA. The tech visionary takes that idea and says, okay, let's engineer a kind of immortality, but let's do it ethically. And then the trusted guide brings it all home, making it personal, helping people preserve their legacy beautifully. It's the heart, the hands, and the soul of the mission, all in sync. So this all leads us to the tech itself. Because let's be real, if you're going to throw around a phrase like engineer immortality, you better be doing it with an incredible amount of care and responsibility. This had to be technology with a conscience. And this chart just lays it out so clearly. Most of the AI in our daily lives, it's designed to do one thing: predict what we're going to do next, what we're going to buy next. It's all forward-looking, for commercial reasons. The AI John Withers is building has a totally different job. It's not about prediction, it's about preservation. It's designed to listen, to really listen, to find the stories and remember the unique sound of a person's voice, all to help us remember what makes a person them.
And building on that, the whole system has to stand on these ethical pillars. Consent is everything. No one in the memory gets preserved without them saying yes. Inheritance is key, so these legacies are treated like precious family heirlooms you can pass down. And finally, emotional safety, which makes sure this powerful tech is used to connect and heal, not to take advantage of someone's grief. It's like a firewall for the soul.
And this quote, wow, this really just sums up the entire philosophy, doesn't it? It completely reframes what he's doing. This is not a data storage company. This is a human preservation project. The tech is just the tool for something way, way more valuable.
When you get right down to it, this is probably the best way to think about his work. It's not really about servers and software. It's about building a permanent connection, a bridge between the love we have in our lives right now and a future that can still feel it long after we're gone. He's building a way for the people we love to never truly have to leave us.
And that leaves us with one final, really important question that we all have to ask ourselves. In this crazy digital world where everything is fleeting, it's not a question of if you'll leave a digital trace. We all will. The question is, what will that trace actually be? How will your story, your real story, be told?
Open hands and heart, hold this light. Little box of yesterday shining bright. Laughter warm like Sunday skies. Hands that taught our hearts of faith never say goodbye.
Puppies love warm apple pies, hugs that mend